Alright guys, so I just removed the... Oh, I just opened the box for the Indiana Jones Adventure Series Temple of Doom Indiana Jones. Now, Temple of Doom Indiana Jones is a very distinct look for the character. He sports the shirt that is missing the right sleeve. He's got the machete. You know, the pants are more ripped up. It's a distinct look. The shirt's opened up. Yeah, it's a distinct look. So I open it up. Another thing about these adventure series. So if you read this, well, plastic-free packaging except for the tape and glue. Now that means if you buy like a Star Wars figure, like usually they come in those like kind of those plastic, box, like they come in the plastic, These come in this like interesting sort of parchment paper, which is kind of neat because it's got like a map on it. Let's see a good look at that. Yeah, it's got like the map on it, which is kind of cool. And there's like this sheet of paper. Hasbro. Yeah. So these always have like an artifact piece as well as accessories, so you gotta hold on to those or else you'll lose them. I lost some of my accessories that came with short round because they're easy to lose if you're not keeping track. But let's take them out of the packaging, shall we? So yeah, as you can see, it's like kind of neat. It's a map, Here we got Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom Indiana Jones, which is a distinct look, like I said. It's not something you see in the other figures. He has the slashed up shirt in the back. He's missing the sleeve on the right side. He's got this thing wrapped around his right hand, and he's got around the kneecap on the left side. He's got it's ripped up. The other versions of Indiana Jones' outfit is in good condition, pretty much. Like Streets of Cairo, he's got it unbuttoned, but it's not ripped up or anything. So this is a unique look for Indy. Now I'd say the face sculpt for the Cairo Indy is better. I think the Cairo Indy Hasbro figure has the best face sculpt, but it's okay. I mean, I think it's good for what it is. I think this is a pretty solid figure. I mean, this will do good as a display piece. Yeah, I like it. Pretty well detailed. Let's see what we get in the other bag. So we get the revolver. So we get like the lower jaw to that, like that Shankara stone thing in the second movie. That holds the skull that holds the Shankara stones. Then we get the machete, and yeah, retro blasting. Michael French from Retro Blasting, he was right. The machete is bent to all hell. And yeah, you'll have to put this under some hot water, but it's doable. It's very feasible. We can get this back and actually, yeah, it looks like it's already bending back into shape. Yeah, I was surprised. That is true, though. It is bent out of shape, which is interesting. And as he stated, he did not have the revolver in that scene of the second movie. He loses it in the beginning of the movie, but it's still fine to have the revolver. It's just an extra accessory. We got the coiled whip. You just put that around his belt, although it is difficult to do that. But we got an action whip, which is good. When he fights the thuggy, he grabs the machete out of their hands, and yeah, he uses his whip. So you got to have an action whip. So all in all, I'd say this figure's pretty cool. I recommend getting it. I mean, it was $25 when it was new, and then it got down to 18. But they might have raised the prices again since this probably. I mean, this went out of this figure retired, so it's not on the market anymore really, unless you get it secondhand. I've had this lying around for a while, but yeah, I just opened it today, and it's gonna do well next to my short round figure. I'll have it. Maybe I'll have him like fight some crocodiles. I have a crocodile figure, you know. Set up some cool display poses. Yeah. So we'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright, so the lighting is better outside. I went out near the pond in the backyard. As you can see, the figure looks pretty good. So I watched a review about the Adventure Series figures by a YouTuber named Retro Blasting, and he said that the machete was very difficult to reshape when it was bent, but it really wasn't. It only took like a couple minutes, I think. I was able to put it under hot water, and I was able to bend it back into great shape, so the figure now looks very good. I think this is a great look for Indy, but the face sculpting is not as good as the Streets of Cairo Indy, I think. But that figure came out later in the line, which I did not know. That was actually the first Adventure Series figure I bought. But it looked like they perfected the facial design in that figure, so that's a plus. A lot of times these action figure companies kind of go backwards as they go on, which is unfortunate. But I got this, we've had this for a long time. This is a big crocodile figure that we had a long time ago. The jaw no longer closes. There's like a button on the back you can press, but that's okay. And in that scene when they're on the bridge, there's all those crocodiles, you know, in the water. They're crossing the bridge, and there's all those crocodiles. So this looks great. We have Indy like kind of defending himself from the crocodile. Let's like put him back here. Let's see if we can get him to stand. And this terrain is not. It's kind of cool though. Yeah, so there we go. That's a cool action scene right there. Although in the movie they're underneath the bridge, and you know, they are, yeah. But I think the pond looks cool in the background. I could probably come up with some sort of cool scenario, some sort of cool, you know, action figure photography is a real type of photography. There's some people who they're completely dedicated to doing, you know, photography where they like take like, say like stormtroopers from Star Wars. They put them on like a sand on a beach, you know, like, or in the mud, you know, just trying to, and it looks like real, like a scene from the movies. Like it's, you know, get creative with it. But yeah, I actually think this figure is pretty good. I think the Adventure Series figures was just limited. They didn't have a very good selection of figures, but like the actual quality of the figures is good. Like I think the figures themselves were good. But anyways, that's neat. And the detail with that, he's even got the little like things wrapped, the cloth wrapped around his fingers. That is a really good touch. Very accurate. I mean the boots look great. I mean, they have like all this, they have like weathering. I mean, the hat looks great. I mean, the hat on all the Indy, fedora on all the Indy figures looks great. But anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.